Roxy, you spoke about competition and you're selling on Shopify. Your growth has been 10x in last 1 year. You're primarily doing online. You're saying so. Which ones are your most favorite Shopify apps and why?
Well, as Shada was saying, even Shopify isn't an out-of-box solution. So there's always little things that we find. Even yesterday, I was talking to our customer service representative, and she was having trouble. There's no quick way to upgrade someone's shipping method, for instance. So we have to find an app to do that. We also use, I can just pop in here and see all that. We have so many different Shopify apps to make it workable. We do the address validator just to make sure customers know if there's any type of error in their address. We also use Decile to kind of really understand the data we have. I'm sure, John has done, big data before, but I think that something I've seen throughout my career is that a lot of times it's hard to go through the data and understand it and cross-reference everything and make sure it's accurate. So it's nice to work with Decile, who uses first-party and third-party data sources to kind of really help us understand our consumer base and where they're coming from. We have Klaviyo as an app. Lucky Orange kind of helps us see a customer's journey on our website. We are, all of us are CPG. Inventory is a nightmare, so that we've experimented with different inventory apps on Shopify. So those are kind of the big ones that we have, but we're always kind of testing and doing trials on a bunch, just because it's never a one size fits all, and everyone always has to get creative.
Wonderful. So Roxy, in your business, you are the chief operative officer. You focus on operations a lot. In operations, what exactly do you give the most attention to?
I think for all of us to succeed, it's very much my job to make sure everyone's set up for success and knows what their responsibilities are. Again, as I've said before, I can be the COO, but on a small team, I'm also the CMO, and I'm also the head of partnerships, and I'm also like HR and all of those things. So I think that what's really important for the team is to establish a culture where everyone is kind of open to that and understanding of the fact that there isn't a certain one role that everyone is doing heads down. It's not like a big corporation where you have very specific tasks that you're doing every day. So I think that establishing that culture and then making sure that each individual employee is set up for success and just making sure everything is operating. So it's kind of just, we're all hands on deck. I work with my CEO. We both are kind of working with everyone daily to just make sure everything is executed. So I think that for both of us right now, we are wearing a lot of hats. But for me specifically, I'm just trying to make sure at the very least that everyone has clarity. There are no bottlenecks. And that goes from everything from daily operations with employees to our supply chain and everything in between.
Mhm.